Hello guys, what's up? It's Finance with Lance and welcome to another episode where we talk about personal finance and investing topics. Now today I have a topic today I want to put out for my beginner investors especially. So this is how would I invest my first 1,000 US or 150,000 Jamaican dollars. Now I have some steps here on my phone that I think I would personally do. So I'm gonna just list out how I would spend this 1,000 US or 150,000 Jamaican. Now these strategies are straightforward and very simple, and you should get real returns. So let's dive in. Now before a dollar get invest, the first thing we want to do is secure the base. Now, before you invest this $1,000, I want you to have at least 3 to 6 months of an emergency fund put away, set aside. One of the worst things to do when investing is having to pull out your money after getting a blown tire or getting a emergency doctor bill. We want your investment, you want you to think strategically that you can wait the required time for your investment and you don't have to make any rush decisions. On another note, if you have a high interest debt, you can prioritize this over new investments because that's a guaranteed return. So if you have a 20% loan or a 40%, you definitely need to prioritize those because those are guaranteed savings when you can pay down your principal and cut down the debt, so you're saving money in your pocket. So this is where I would put the 1,000 US. So I'm going to get into how I would allocate this 1,000 US. So the first thing I would do is put 500 in a broad ETF and our unit trust. So in Jamaica we have unit trust. So you can put part of the money in that, the unit trust, or all of it, or you can put it in ETFs. So I have videos on both ETFs and unit trust, so you can learn what are those on my channel. You can go back and look. I did videos on those topics already, and that will now give you a broad cover. So you have various forms of ETFs that track all kinds of stocks and investments or bonds. Same with unit trust. So for beginner investors, this is a good place to put some of the money. So you don't have to make all the decision about the investing, because now you have managers or you have funds put aside where you can get return from experts putting these funds together. Now we're going 500 US. Now, second thing I would do is I would put $200 in a sector or a thematic play. Now, this could be renewable energy, could be AI stocks. This could be anything from tourism, specific industries, renewable energies. So now you can see to get your portfolio to grow, of course with research, and you can talk to your financial advisor too, of course, or financial experts. Now third place I would put my money now, next $200. So we're going 500, 200, we're going to put the next 200 somewhere else. Now I would put the next 200 in a stock you believe in. No, this could be a company you actually understand. So you know that a company, maybe Apple, Nvidia, Grace Kennedy, NCB, Scotiabank, but your first principle of this is that you have to understand this stock. So you understand the business model, and once you do your research and understand a little bit about the valuation, now you can put the money in this stock. So that we're at 900 US. Now the final, where I would put the final $100 is personal development. So the magic isn't really in the first $1,000. it's all about consistency, how you reinvest the dividend, treating your investing like you're paying a bill and basically ignoring the market noise. These are things that come through learning about money psychology, market psychology, and understanding how to research and fundamentals. So you're going to use this $100, you're going to buy some beginner investors book. So you have One Up on Wall Street. That's one book I would do if I want to learn how to choose sectors and stocks. Also, I will get like a book like, if you never read this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, to understand about assets and liabilities. And also, The Richest Man in Babylon is another book. And you have Fundamentals for Dummies. So those are 4 books I've just suggested. So this is where you could put the next $100. Or you can do 3 books and you can do a fundamental or investing course. You have places like Udemy where you can do courses for like, you can get courses for like $12 literally. And these courses teach you how to research and choose stocks. Now, for those who want my touch, I'll be doing a crash course on how to research stocks, how to pick stocks on December 20. The link will be in the description. You can sign up and all the information will be there. December 20, it will be a live stream event, around like 3 hours, but this will be a crash course. So to recall all that I've just said about where I put the 1,000, I'm going to repeat again. I would put the first 500 in a broad market ETF or unit trust. I would put 200 in a thematic play or a specific sector where I believe there is strong growth potential. AI, tourism, we're in the Caribbean, we have tourism. We have renewable energy in the Caribbean, also the US. I would look for a stock that, I'm looking for great growth. Thirdly, the next 200 go to a stock I believe in personally. And one of the reasons why I want persons to do this is that I want them to have a personal touch with the investing, to see how it relates to them. So you're going to invest in a stock that you understand. You know this industry more than anybody else. So this will give you a personal touch and you get your hands dirty in researching basically. And then the last, where we put the last 100 is in research, in investing in personal development, which is, if you're a beginner, you make sure you get those books I mentioned, or you can do that and get a course, an investing course. You have platforms that give courses like very low cost, so you're investing in yourself, so you know how to research basically. So that's where I'd put the $1,000. And I think the point of investing this video is that yes, the $1,000 might not be $1 million, but at least you have to start somewhere. And this allocation that I just gave is a mixture of investing, personal development, and it shows you the need that we need to invest, but at the same time we need to learn personal development. And as always, this is Finance with Lance, helping you building wealth one step at a time. So look up for the crash course and stay tuned for the other videos. Bless up.